So if you're back here on my YouTube channel, you wanted a more extensive color wheel explanation, so I'm going to go more in depth with that. So the first thing I want to address is that this is an additive color wheel. So a subtractive color wheel typically deals with light. Additive is dealing with physical color. So taking these colors and adding them together is what creates the secondary colors. So as I mentioned, these are primaries or pigments found in nature, and then you can mix the secondaries from those primaries. When it comes to mixing color, you always want to start with the lightest color first. So whenever I was mixing these colors, like whenever I mix orange, I always want to start with yellow first. The reason I want to do that is because whenever you start with a lighter, any darker color is more powerful. So if I start with red, I'm going to need to add a lot more yellow to that red to get to my orange. If I start with yellow, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of red and keep adding to that until I get my orange color that I need, which won't take very much. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you mix up an orange and it you started maybe with red or it just gets too dark too fast, the best thing to do is start over. Just start clean. You're going to waste a lot less color because otherwise you're going to spend a ton of time and materials adding yellow to this orange. It's going to take a while to lighten up. So if it's too dark, just start over. And then your tertiaries become pretty intuitive. So once you know that red and yellow make orange, you've got yellow-orange, which has more yellow in the orange, and then red-orange, which has more red. I think this is important to point out because I see all kinds of labels on these. I've seen people call it orange-red or just any sort of, or they'll just call this what it looks like. So maybe they'll call it dark red or light orange or something like that. But it's really important to use the technical names because then when you're referring to a color, everyone knows what you're talking about. Also, you do, as I mentioned, want to say the primary first. This is because the primaries are what mix the colors. So if you use the primary first, it's saying that this is the most important color, and there's more, if you say yellow-orange, there's more yellow toward this end of the orange, and there's more red toward that end of the orange. So I hope that helped you break the color wheel down a little bit more and understand it better. Definitely comment below if there's something that I didn't address that you think is really important.